Hey, what's up everyone? It is Saturday morning, July 21st. Hardrock is happening right now. Right now the guys are about 90 miles through and Jeff Browning's in the lead. Ultra guy. He was in second place for almost the whole race, but Xavier, I don't know how it's pronounced, was leading. He received aid 2 miles outside of the aid station. So like he was in the aid station and he left. He was seen getting ice and water, at least, from a car. That is not allowed. So he was disqualified. Right now, there's a lot of kind of craziness happening on Twitter. A lot of people are saying that there's going to be an asterisk next to Jeff Browning's win if he pulls it out and stays in front. I totally feel for Javier. I think that if it was an honest mistake, I just feel bad for him because that's such an obvious rule, at least in the United States, and I would think everywhere. I don't know of any races that you can just receive aid on the side of the road wherever you want. I feel like every race I've ever heard of is like that. People that are actually there are saying is that it didn't appear to be like malicious or like he was really trying to cheat, but what it probably was that he was actually really in trouble because it's been so hot all day. I get it, like you're really struggling from the heat. His mind is probably not thinking super clear, so I just question his crew. The people that helped him out, like what in the world were they thinking? Like they have to know those rules. Like when you're a crew, like you have to know the rules of the race. So it just blows me away. My guess is what happened, and we'll find out later, is that he was really in trouble. And he was at the point where he was probably going to have to be walking for quite a bit. Maybe he completely drank all of his water in the first 2 miles after the aid station, and he was gonna be without water for another couple miles. The options were either turn around, go back to the aid station, refuel, possibly even drop out. The other option was to continue going forward and risk maybe walking and maybe getting caught by second place anyway. And the third option, which is what they chose, which is the worst one out of those three, is to receive aid outside of an aid station and basically cheat. I mean, obviously we don't know all the facts yet, but the rules are the rules, and that's one of the most basic rules, especially for the front runners, that just everyone has to know. A lot of races like this, even like big, like really well produced races, like even Ironman stuff, like if you're in the back or you're mid-pack, you're not racing for a top spot and you receive aid outside the aid station, someone's just gonna yell at you and tell you to move on. People would rather see you finish than get disqualified or something like that. But when you're racing for a top spot and you're in that top spot and you receive aid outside of an aid station, like that's just straight up cheating. So somebody really dropped the ball, and I'm placing the blame on his crew. I think his crew should have, look, I think he had like a 70-minute lead at that point. You're 2 miles out, turn around, go back, get the rest of your aid, continue your race. I mean, that could have taken him maybe 45 minutes to get, maybe even if it was an hour to get back to that spot where he was 2 miles outside of the aid station. It would have still been worth it as opposed to getting DQ'd. I really feel bad for Javier because I think that it probably wasn't his decision. I think, my guess, and I don't even know. The conversation on Twitter right now is that should he have been DQ'd? Should there be an asterisk next to Jeff Browning's name if he wins? And no, I don't think so. Like, yes, Javier should have been DQ'd, and Jeff Browning should win the race if he crosses the line first. That's it. If you receive an advantage that the other racers don't, then you should be out. And there shouldn't be any asterisk because we don't know what would have happened. Say Javier didn't receive aid. Yeah, he might have continued on to win, but he also might have walked for like 3 hours and Jeff Browning might have caught him. Javier might have got like 20th place. All that said is there's kind of some drama around Hardrock this year, and it's sad that it's even happening. It's such a beautiful race. I think a lot of ultra runners would say that this is one of their dream races, and I'm no different. It absolutely is. Those mountains are the most beautiful mountains. That race has so much history and so much story behind it. And on the women's side, Sabrina Stanley, another ultra runner athlete and significant other of Avery Collins, she's crushing it. She's in the lead for the women, and she's doing a really great job. I think he said she was like 30 minutes up at mile 71, almost a third of the race to go for the women. Anything can happen, but she should be being paced by Avery right now, and I think they're a good team, and I think she'll pull it out. My pre-race picks were Jeff Browning and Sabrina Stanley, two ultra elites, and right now they are crushing it. So anyway, right now, how's my training been going? It's been going really good. I'm really tired though. I think this is gonna be my 5th 50-mile week in a row. We're really close to. I think I had like a 49-mile week a couple weeks ago. But these 50-mile weeks, like for me, they take a lot out of me just with the rest of my schedule. I'm feeling it. Like I'm just a lot more tired. I have a lot less energy to edit these videos, and 3 months ago, 25, 30 miles a week, it was a lot easier to just do a ton of video stuff and plan out how I was gonna podcast and everything. So I remember this happening last year too, training for Grindstone. Like when the training really kicked in and really got super serious, it was just a lot harder to make videos, a lot harder to do all this stuff. I really have a lot of respect for people that can. I think what happens, I think I just need to quit my job. That would be nice. How many days until August 18th?
It's 28 days until then.
Wow. I'm also officially now 4 weeks out from pacing at Leadville, which is coming fast. Leadville is another one of those races that just has so much history, and I just cannot wait to get out there and just be in the mountains again. But I'm so tired, like I'm sleepy. Like I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep right now. There's like all these cars pulling up with dogs right now, and they're all going out on the trails. This is ridiculous. So I have to go run right now. I'm wearing my trusty Superiors today because it's all wet and muddy out there, and I want to have good traction and good ground feel. So these are definitely the shoes for that. I figured out a way to get my bottles to not fall over while I'm driving, which this is just like a little elastic tie containers for like $3 or $4 at like, I got it at like Walmart. You stick your bottles in here, and when you're driving, like they don't fall over. All right. So, it's raining right now. Gonna run. See ya. Okay, so I'm at 6.5 miles right now. I feel like total crap. I don't know what's going on, but the last 3 days, the first couple miles of the runs have just been awful. I just feel like I can barely move my legs. I feel like I'm not stable. I just feel like I'm not myself at all. The last couple runs, it's taken like 4 or 5 miles to loosen up and then finally feel like myself again. I'm at 6.75 miles and I just still feel really bad. I just do not feel like myself. It sucks. I'm gonna try and get another loop in. Hopefully hit 10 miles today. Put me at like 48 for the week, and Sunday I'll be able to get up over 50 for sure. But something's wrong. Something's wrong with me. I also took a pretty big spill a couple miles ago and skinned up my knee a little bit. I think I probably need to take a pretty serious rest week next week. Get out of this funk. Let's run for a bit. That's 7 miles. I may need to just call it a day. don't know if I'm getting any benefit out of this at this point. This is the stump that I tripped over. Right here. What's up? 10 miles, 10.3, 2.5 hours. This run sucked. Something's wrong with my body right now. Alright, so that's it. 10.3 miles. About 2.5 hours. I felt like total crap at the beginning. Honestly, the first 6.5 miles were just, I felt horrible. I'm pretty sure that I'm getting sick. I'm definitely not myself right now. Yeah, it sucks. Took a heavy fall, skinned up my elbow and my knee a little bit. Oh, one good thing, these shorts that I've been wearing are awesome. These are the Ultra Trail shorts. They've got like this liner inside. They've got these spots for gels, which is awesome. All right, so that's it. Next week, I'm going down to somewhere. What's it called? I don't know. I forget what it's called. DePaul. And running with John and maybe some of the rest of the Leadville crew. Probably last get together before we meet up in Colorado. Well, 4 weeks from right now is the race, and 3 weeks from now, basically be getting ready to go. Flying out to Colorado, Leadville, 10,000 feet. Insanity. So if any of you guys are going to be out at Leadville, let me know. That'd be fun to meet up. I'm going to be bringing my camera set up and my podcasting stuff, so if you guys are there and you want to meet up, let me know. That'd be sweet. Anyway, that's it. I'm going home. I will see you guys again soon. Bye. Oh shoot, I forgot to do the thing. Okay, that's it. Bye.